Okay, I set you up in advance. Tariffs. There seems to be an unhealthy amount of fear-mongering in my mind, anyway, about the tariff plan unveiled by President Trump. What are your thoughts on all of this?
I'll be honest, Dave. I don't think tariffs are a good idea, and let me explain why. It's one of those things that sounds superficially very attractive. Look, we've got all these imports, we've got these trade deficits. Let's put in tariffs, and it'll be fine and dandy. It won't be fine and dandy. Everyone listening, I pretty much guarantee, has got a smartphone. That smartphone that you've got is not made uniquely in one place. It is probably designed in California. It probably uses chips from Taiwan, probably uses plastic that was extracted from maybe the Gulf of America or wherever. It is a product of a very complex global supply chain. If you put a 30% tariff on imports from Taiwan, your cell phone, your smartphone, when you go to get a new smartphone, you go to C Spire and you ask for a new smartphone. I guarantee if tariffs come in, you will be paying a lot more for your smartphone in 12 months' time than you are today. It's not great to impose tariffs. The danger is you then get reciprocal tariffs, and China announced today they're going to put a 34% tariff on America. So imagine that you are an American worker who works for Boeing. Kiss goodbye to the idea that Boeing is going to sell any more products to China. You're going to allow the European Airbus consortium to clean up the market. This is not good news for America. It's not good news for consumers. It's not good news for the world. And it pains me to say that because I'm a big supporter of so much else that this government is doing.
Well, my take on this, and we've seen this play out already a couple of times, how much of this is the intention of allowing these tariffs to go through and stay in place, and how much of it is a bargaining chip by President Trump to get people to come and negotiate the tariffs that other countries are charging on our goods?
I hope it's that, but I'm not going to justify and rationalize something that I know to be bad on the hope that that's the case. I hope that's the case. Let me tell you what I think might be the best case scenario from here. The tariffs come in, already I think you're going to see a downturn in the stock market. You're going to probably see a downturn, maybe even a recession coming in America. That may have happened anyway, even without the tariffs. I hope that in the next few weeks, the UK and the US announced a free trade agreement. So the UK got a very low tariff rate, only 10%. We were the most favoured status of anyone. Unlike the Europeans who got 20% or the Japanese who got 24%, we only got 10%. I hope that a free trade agreement goes ahead in the next few weeks. That means that it's 0-0. The UK doesn't put any restrictions on American goods. That means the American market automatically gets 20% bigger, and we have complete free trade. And I hope that a US-UK free trade agreement in the next few weeks then becomes the model that other countries. And Trump is right. There are all sorts of restrictions. Japan may sell us lots of stuff, but it's pretty difficult for people in America to sell stuff to Japan. There are all sorts of non-tariff barriers. And I think maybe if any good can come out of this, it will be to force those countries to remove those restrictions. But it needs a country like the UK to show, and it's really good that the UK government is not putting retaliatory tariffs on the US. The UK government's response is actually, we're going to get rid of all tariffs completely. That was the response of the Israeli government. That is the way forward. Eliminate tariffs if you're a non-American country on American goods, and negotiate with Trump and say, look, if we get rid of all restrictions, tariffs and non-tariffs, on your products, will you give us a free trade agreement? And I think that could actually be something good that comes out of this. But if we keep up with the tariffs that we saw the other day, your living standard is going to fall. My living standard will fall. People will go to Walmart and their dollars will simply not buy what they can buy today.
See, this is why I wanted to ask your take. I knew you'd have one, and you did not disappoint, my friend, as usual. Douglas Carswell, President and CEO of the Mississippi Center for Public Policy.